This is Mental Fitness Fridays. I'm Hans Schulstead. You want to make an impact? Then listen up. I have a unique take on a common phrase. The phrase, it's not whether or not you win or lose, it's how you play the game. In sports, that's true. But winning and losing matters too. If it didn't, no score would be kept. Last week we fired the invisible jury. This week, the invisible scoreboard. Here's my take. The win and lose narrative often seeps into daily life. I've often heard people say, I won or lost that argument. In sports, there are times when situations are clear-cut win-lose scenarios. But there are far more many times that context matters. In our relationships with ourselves and others, competition creates a power difference that destroys problem solving and creates distance. Ever seen a picture of the guy who won an argument with his wife? He's sleeping outside. It's easy to get hooked into the idea of win-lose, especially if you've played sports all your life. But I'm a competitive person, you might say. That may be true. But everyone is. That was a part of survival centuries ago. But it doesn't mean you can't change your perspective or suspend your game with yourself and others. It is about how you play the game. Here's the thing. Life can feel and be a game sometimes. But if you think it is all the time, your games or matches or relationships may feel like a blessing or a curse. Relationships aren't games, and we hate it when people play games. So what should you do? Ask yourself, am I respectful? Do I listen to understand or listen to refute? To understand the other perspective or look for holes in their arguments? Minimize your role or take accountability for your role? Then, remind yourself, trying to win or lose arguments usually makes you feel worse and rarely solves problems. No one is keeping track of the arguments you have won or lost. Fighter, the invisible scoreboard, take it down. The only scoreboard you have is probably in your own head. It's not on SportsCenter. Mental fitness requires identifying the problem and working to solve it together. In our relationships with ourselves and others, it most definitely is about how you play the game. Want to change the conversation to mental fitness? Then share our emails, share us on Insta, Twitter, Facebook,